Itite jnanam akhyātam guhyat guhyataram maya vimrishye tad aseshena yathechasi tatha kuru. Hello friends, this is the 63rd shlok of the 18th chapter of Bhagavad Gita, and today we will understand this shlok in detail. So let's first go over its meaning. So the shlok says, Itite jnanam akhyātam, which means this knowledge was spoken. Guhyat guhyataram maya, which means deepest of the deep about me. Virmishye tad asheshena, which means meditate on it completely. Yathechasi tatha kuru, which means then do as you wish. So Shri Krishna now tell Arjun that this knowledge which I have told you is deeper than the deepest. So contemplate on it completely and then do as you wish. So in this statement of Shri Krishna, one can clearly see that he is giving Arjun freedom to do as he wishes. And he is not telling Arjun to act by predefined rules that you should do like this and do like that, otherwise you will go to hell. So from this we can understand that the level of knowledge which is provided in Bhagavad Gita is much higher than what we see in other scriptures. So just as students of college are given much higher freedom to act than the students of elementary school, similarly, by this very fact that in Bhagavad Gita Shri Krishna is giving Arjun freedom to act in accordance with his wish, shows that this scripture is for people who are at a much higher level in terms of their spiritual development. So the reason why Shri Krishna is giving freedom to act in this manner to Arjun is because when a person clearly understands the teachings of Bhagavad Gita and he lives by them, then he has already surrendered his mind to the Lord, and in this way his mind and the Lord's mind are working in union. So because of this, the wish of the student, or you can say the devotee, and the wish of the Lord, they become one and the same, and therefore the Lord is completely comfortable in terms of giving freedom to the devotee. So whatever the Lord wishes, the devotee wishes the same. Therefore, the wish of the Lord and the same and the devotee is the same. So it's basically Lord by himself is acting out through the devotee. So the one who has completely understood the teachings of Bhagavad Gita, he is an agent only, while the real one who is acting through him is the Lord. And so that person is given the freedom to act as he wishes. But you have to be very careful. This freedom can only be earned after the devotee has meditated on this knowledge for a long period of time and he has learned this knowledge with full sincerity. If you have not understood it, then it's better for you to take reference from somebody else in terms of acting. Because if you have not completely surrendered to the will of the Lord, then you will bring your ego in between, and that ego doesn't really have knowledge. So that ego will basically do something wrong. So Shri Krishna is basically urging Arjun over here to meditate, contemplate on this knowledge, because this knowledge is very deep. It is deepest of the deep knowledges. So contemplation is needed to completely understand this knowledge, and once the person understands this knowledge, then the Lord starts to act directly through him. So he can basically just act according to his wish. He doesn't really have to follow dogmas. He doesn't have to follow specific guidelines in terms of, I'll only do this and I'll not do that. Because understand that Lord is never limited. Lord will never say that, from now onwards I'll not do this forever. This is not something that Lord will ever say, because Lord is free. And by saying from this time onwards I'll not do this thing, you're basically binding yourself. So, and Lord is never bound. So that's why if there is a scripture which tells you, you should act like this, and not act like that, then that scripture basically is not complete truth, because that scripture is limiting you to just a particular act. And as the world changes, the actions have to change, actions have to adapt. And if it's not doing it, then basically it's not truth. It's not something which is consistent with the teachings of the Lord at that point of time. It might have been correct at one point of time when the Lord gave it, but If it was thousands of years ago when that Lord gave this thing, things have changed. So the teachings will also have to be changed, because Lord is always free. He always keeps freedom. So the true devotee of the Lord will never limit himself and say, oh, I will never do this and I will always do that. He will never do that. So that is the message of this shlok. I hope that I have explained this shlok well to you. With that, I'll close this video. I'll see you in the next video. Take care.